transform your Fujifilm X-T5 in an X-Pro camera with a simple trick. Let's talk about this now. Hi there and welcome to my channel. My name is Tudor Matescu and I like to talk about photography tips and tricks and photography gear, especially Fujifilm. I have here Fujifilm X-T5 with 80mm f1.4 lens, and here I have Fujifilm X-PRO3 with 80mm f2 lens. But I also have a special piece of gear, this one. This is TTArtisan 28mm field of view optical viewfinder, and I want to share with you my experience in using this optical viewfinder on X-PRO3 and also on X-T5 with two 28mm equivalent lenses. So if you are in content like this, please subscribe now to my channel and give it a like, and let's get to the subject. So first of all, TTArtisan sent to me this small optical viewfinder that has a called hot shoe. What does this mean? This means that you can attach this viewfinder to any camera. You can attach it to a Ricoh GR3, you can attach it to a Sony camera, to a Nikon camera, and so on. So any camera with a 28mm lens will work with this optical viewfinder. So I've decided to take this optical viewfinder and use it with my Fujifilm X-PRO3 with 80mm f2 in street photography. Why? Because I was looking at Garry Winogrand and I really liked how he used his Leica, and I feel that this is the closest budget-friendly option that you can get close to a film camera with a 28mm optical viewfinder. Some people asked me, why would you use an optical viewfinder on a camera that already has an optical viewfinder and also an electronic viewfinder? Because again, when you are looking through the middle of the camera, your pictures will look different compared how you are looking through this optical viewfinder that it's in the left corner. Second, when I've used the optical viewfinder tete-a-tete with the X-PRO3 optical viewfinder, I've discovered that this TTArtisan optical viewfinder, it is more pleasing to the eye, it is more clear, and I feel the magnification is a little bigger than the optical viewfinder of X-PRO3 regarding the 28mm field of view. Also, X-PRO3 doesn't have an exactly 28mm viewfinder. You get arrow indication in the optical viewfinder. But also TTArtisan doesn't show any information, but I feel that I was able to compose better with the TTArtisan optical viewfinder. And also, some interesting fact is that I felt easier to compose and to get closer to people using the optical viewfinder of TTArtisan. Why? Because of the magnification that is bigger than this optical viewfinder, so I was able to see clear the scene, but also because between this optical viewfinder and the top plate of my X-PRO3 I have space, so I'm able to use the other eye easier, because when I'm looking through the X-PRO3 optical viewfinder I need to close my left eye. So it was easier for me to mimic the Garry Winogrand style in shooting a 28mm lens with an optical viewfinder above the top plate and aligned with the lens. And yes, the experience was great, was incredible. And yes, I really loved more this kind of experience, and I really think that is something to this. So if you are into street photography, and especially in 28mm street photography, then you really need to try an optical viewfinder like this. It's an unique experience and different from the optical viewfinder that you have on the left. Next, very interesting. When I'm using this optical viewfinder with the big lens from Fujifilm, the 80mm f1.4 lens, I don't get optical viewfinder blockage. Yes, I'm able to see a little the lens, around 1 cm from the lens, but the viewfinder is not blocked. So this is where the TTArtisan comes into play with a bigger 28mm lens, in this case 80mm f1.4. So now, with the help of the TTArtisan optical viewfinder, I'm able to use bigger 28mm lenses without the optical viewfinder blockage, because the 80mm f1.4 with the optical viewfinder from X-PRO3, it is a totally not workable combo, because again the viewfinder, it is blocked. You are forced to use the electronical viewfinder. Now we are getting to the interesting part. Basically, with this optical viewfinder, you will be able to transform your X-T5 or even X-T4 that has a flip out screen that is closing in an X-PRO3. Yes, just in an X-Pro camera with a 28mm lens. But this is it, and I feel that this advantage, if you like to shoot the 28mm field of view and if you understand that lens that many street photographers are loving, then you love this combo. I've just looked through this optical viewfinder with the 18mm f1.4 lens that we all know it's a big lens, and the blockage, it is very little. So it's a total usable workhorse for street photography, because you get an excellent sharp lens at all apertures. So you can shoot by night with this optical viewfinder and with the lens at f1.4. Also, you will be able to use the screen and so on. So this package, it is a great package. But of course, if you want a lighter package, you can put the 80mm f2 on X-T5 and have an X-Pro camera. Now, I've attached 80mm f2 with the lens hood to my X-T5, and you don't get any optical viewfinder blockage. So this is huge, and the package is light, and again, the composition with this optical viewfinder and with a 28mm lens, it is totally different from the compositions that you will get using the electronical viewfinder or the tilt screen. You really must experience this kind of shooting in streets to understand what I'm saying here. And I've shown some pictures, and if you have a trained eye, you'll be able to observe that my compositions using the TTArtisan 28mm optical viewfinder are different from my usual compositions when I'm using the tilt screen. So using this optical viewfinder, you will see that I have an up angle, and this is giving the image another look, another dimension. I'm really liking the optical viewfinder. It is a totally good piece of gear and a good piece of glass, and a good addition for someone who is liking to shoot a 28mm field of view lens. And with Fuji, it's a dream come true, but probably it's also a dream come true with an Ricoh GR3 camera, but also with a Sony camera, Nikon Z camera or Lumix camera, and so on. So if you like to shoot a 28mm lens and if you want an optical viewfinder, this is the viewfinder for you. I'm really loving it, and again, the optical viewfinder, it is better regarding magnification compared to my X-PRO3. So it's a great piece of gear. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe now to my channel and give it a like, like, because it helps me a lot. And also check my affiliate links and check the next video. Thank you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.